The number one mistake realtors make when it comes to posting on social media is they think that they can hit all three of these sections, the attention section, consideration, and conversion, all into one piece of content. Now, it is possible, but it's very, very challenging and not repeatable. This is how you can strategically get more buyer and seller clients in your real estate business by using content. So the way to do this is by creating a funnel. This is the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, the bottom of the funnel. Top of the funnel we call attention. This middle section here is consideration. And this bottom section here is conversion. So it's important to know that all pieces of marketing falls under one of these sections here. Top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. Attention. So this is the stuff that we could do. I can go in depth for each of these sections here, but they would have to be like their own videos. But stick around, you will get a chance to watch me go over each of these sections bit by bit and also give you ideas on what you could be using for each section. But let's go, let's stop with let's put a pause on the content. The good real estate agents, the smart real estate agents nowadays, they are implementing a lot of social media into their marketing. Well, let's say you're not using social media. Let's say you take photos. Let's say you at least take photos, high quality photos, and you put them up on Zillow. The high quality photos goes under the attention section here. This is an example, okay? Now the photos is to grab their attention. That's the intention behind the photos. And then next, consideration will be something like maybe in the description or something. If you like to book a showing, give me a call at this number or text me at this email or something. This is the consideration. And then they go ahead and book the showing and you go ahead and walk through the house with them, right? And then the conversion is when they actually they're under contract and then they become like a buyer or a seller client or something like that. Well, in this example, it will be a buyer client. So that's without even doing social. Again, all kinds of marketing falls under these three sections. So now in terms of posting content, right, for your social media, it could be Instagram, TikTok, X, whatever platform is currently like the platform that you want to put all your energy towards. This still applies. But the thing is, you have to be strategic with what you post. You can't post something on Instagram that's to convert people, right? And then you kind of get upset when it doesn't get a lot of views. It's like, well, the point was to convert, or the point was to get them to consider you, your ideal client to consider you. So you shouldn't really be upset if you don't have a lot of views. That's what the attention section here is for. You know, if you want a lot of views, you want to go viral, then be strategic and post content that will grab people's attention. Okay? But if you're posting for consideration or conversion, it's okay. That's what a lot of realtors don't understand, and I just want to make that very, very, very clear, all right? So how do we be strategic with our marketing? Well, I have this good saying I've heard. It says, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So I'm just going to use Instagram for the rest of this video, just so we don't get like too sidetracked and we can like keep a good baseline, I guess, okay? So every post on Instagram is like an asset for you. Once you post the post on Instagram, that post is now working for you, which is awesome. This is also something that a lot of realtors do not understand. For example, let's say you post a post and the goal is to grab people's attention, right? Now that post, that video is an asset. every single post, every single piece of marketing is an asset you can deploy to work for you. So the goal is to be strategic with how you deploy and use every asset. So before we even get into the different kind of assets for a realtor, you watching this video, the first thing you have to do is figure out who is your ideal client. If you already have that, great. It's just plug and play at this point. But if you don't, then it'll be really challenging for you to find success and results as soon as possible. A little bit about me, actually. I was a realtor back in 2021, 2022. That was my mistake. When I was posting on social media, I was posting just here for the attention here, and I was getting attention. But I also messed up because I didn't have my ideal avatar. I was posting for buyers, I was posting for sellers, I was posting for investors, I was posting for other agents. I was all over the place in terms of who my ideal avatar was, and I was only posting to grab attention here. I was new. It was whoever wanted to work with me, I was gonna work with them. I didn't have a person that I wanted to work with 100%. So that was one of my mistakes early on. And since then, I've been able to build this company, Reamp Listings, and help dozens of agents with their marketing. So I hope this video helps you. The number one mistake realtors make when it comes to posting on social media is they think that they can hit all three of these sections, the attention section, consideration, and conversion, all into one piece of content. Now, it is possible, but it's very challenging and not repeatable. You have to break it down. And I'm gonna just give you some examples of how you can break it down, okay? Attention. The example here is I am a realtor that is selling a house. My goal is to get as many eyes as possible on my listing, to my listing, and then get someone to, like, basically have someone go through this funnel and I can get paid right here. The goal is to have a buyer go through this funnel here and I get paid, okay? Now, what would I do? There's many different things I could do, but this is just one example right here I'm just gonna give you, okay? So my ideal client here, yes, I do have the listing, but my client, my avatar with my content is to attract a buyer. I'm going to go ahead and do some crazy AI. I could do the house blowing up. I could do super fast cuts about like just showing like the best parts of the house with some really hype music, with some really trending music, just to grab the person's attention. Now, they probably didn't get to fully see and experience the house and all of its features, but at least I grabbed their attention with that piece of content and they watched the video, the piece of content, the asset. Now, consideration. That same person who watched the whole video, now I would post another video and have them watch it, that same person. This video here under consideration would actually be slower paced, more relaxed. It would be me walking through the house, explaining the features of the home. I could also talk about the features of the community, like what it's like to live in that community. Like, let's say right now I'm in Queens, what it's like to live in a specific area in Queens, stuff like that. Like, there's different pieces of content that you could make to get them to consider, okay? It's gonna be totally different. And now, conversion. This is easy here. They've watched, you got their attention, you got them to consider, you know what? I actually would want to live here. Oh, you would? Okay. Now, conversion. Here's why you should work with me. I've done this, or I promise I'm gonna do my best for you in terms of like this getting you to the closing table. I'm gonna fight for you. I'm gonna be there by your side. I'm gonna give you updates. Something like that. DM me and let's get to work. Conversions. You converted them from a random person who watched the video to someone who's like, okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna go ahead and work with this person here. and boom, you're under contract and then you get paid. If you guys need anything, if you have any questions at all about this funnel, or if you need any help at all, you could go ahead and dial my phone number and give me a text or a call, 929-300-4532. Again, it is 929-300-4532. This is my phone number. I prefer if you texted me, but if you call me and I can pick up, I will pick up. But of course, if you text me, then that would be great. Now let's use another example. Let's say your ideal avatar is a seller. You want to attract sellers and sellers and sellers and sellers. It'll kind of be the same thing, but not really. So here, my ideal avatar is a seller. I'm going to do something attention. So I could also do the same thing, like a nice hype property tour to grab their attention and show them that I've sold houses like theirs in the area, or maybe even better. I can market the property like the best way, and I have a whole bunch of views and stuff based on the attention piece of content, the asset. Now, consideration. This part here is why they should work with me. And there's many different ways you can go about that. A really cool piece of content that I like to do right here for consideration is open house. Open houses are really cool because you're like, hey, look, I actually did this open house for another listing I was selling. Here it is. And then the open house is nice. There's like a lot of people. There's a line. It has a video of you like interacting with other agents, with potential buyers. So they're like, oh wait, he did that for that house? That means that he could probably do that for this house, he or she, the realtor. Now we'll go to conversion. What would that look like? I love closing day videos. Closing day videos is a video you would record on your closing day. You basically do like a mini vlog, like you giving the keys to your buyer, or you and your seller, just like, having your seller, write some like sign off on some paperwork, having some celebratory champagne or something. And then also very important guys, conversion right here. If you can get a video testimonial of your past client that you work with and add that to this video asset here, golden. This is legit a seller that I've worked with already. This is what they had to say about working with me. And then you play it. So now you have this video asset working for you forever. And the more you get, right, the more video assets you could say. You could honestly go to the listing appointment and be like, hey, this is what my past sellers had to say about me. And then you play the video, go to the next one, you play the next video, you show them the closing days. You play them, they talk about, oh my gosh, they got me 50 over asking. They closed very quickly. I was really concerned about downsizing, upsizing, whatever. They got the job done. Awesome working with them. Guys, closing day videos, I love them, absolutely. And they will kind of feel stupid not working with you. You show that you can get a whole bunch of eyes to the property. You can funnel a buyer, and it's a great time working with you. We're gonna recap here. This is basically the content funnel. Step one is to find your ideal client. Do you wanna work with sellers? Do you wanna work with buyers? Do you wanna work with investors? Do you wanna work with, do you wanna recruit other agents for your team? Find your ideal client and make content based off of your ideal client. We can go ahead and give you tons of examples, but you'd like to book like a call with us or something, just feel free to message us. Again, 929-300-4532. We could see how we could help you get your content done the right way. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you found it valuable. If you did, please leave a like. It really helps us a lot. And subscribe if you like some more value. We believe that information should be free. It's only implementation that should come at an investment. If you are a listing agent, click on this video here to watch the 3 kind of listing videos you should use in your marketing. Or you can click here where I go over each section by section and give you some ideas that you can use and implement into your video marketing. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in one of these videos. Take care.